Hello, welcome to Spankcity, the first episode. This is non-style offset. This isn't non-style offset automatically, but what this is Lily, like Lily. So we all know I'm famous for grabbing ass, and I absolutely love grabbing ass. But what if I tell you my girls like grabbing ass just as much as I do? What if I told you that it was a thing for my girls to imitate it? They would end up in specific places, but they would end up doing some crazy shit. And I get to tell you all the stories about the time when my girls imitated me. This is non-style offset. Now this is Spankcity. Spankcity is an original series on my channel, just like the other thing that I was doing with the girl stories, and this is gonna be two separate channels. Like girl stories are basically like Lily, actually like can stories on my channel. This is like, you know, behind the scenes shit we do that Lily, that we fuck around Lily after we're done working and shit like Lily. So here's what happens, like Lily, having girls that are bisexual really made my dating, you know, life like Lily unique and flexible, but they're already like that by default. Lily. So first of all, this is rated R content. If you are a PG watcher on my channel, if you have not legally matured on my channel is for adults, not children, but it has children elements. I've been working behind the scenes in order to like Lily make anime a little bit more sensible and like Lily, but you know, not as censored. If you're wondering, like, no, it's not for kids, yeah, that all has to do with me, because of the misunderstanding at fanbase. People are all like, he should be able to grab her in public like that, that's gropey and stuff like that, but then every single adult, every single officer told every single child that that was his girlfriend, and that he had the right, and then every single moral and stuff like that, and they told the complexion, I'm like, sorry, he went up to her and changed, he already fell for his style and stuff like that, so he gave him consent, it doesn't matter, and stuff like that, with Lily, stuff like that, sorry, he gave her Lily a good entry fee, and he did Lily hold flat, when he got to know her, Lily. Once he came in contact with her, then he keep groping and then he showed skill. That means literally that he had personality the whole time, and they kept on trying to tell the little kids that over and over he earned the right to do that. This Lily spanking thing all came out of nowhere, where they kept on blaming me, kept on blaming Lily, situations that they put me in, and then they even try to do what they normally do when I prove a point, or when anybody proves a point, try and block off my resources, try and stop me from making friends, or once I understand they're losing friends, they start getting more desperate and more desperate, try to trap me, try to trap me and try to form my perspective and shit. It literally got down to a point where my girls were so mad that they couldn't see me to the phone, they started spanking each other. Layla, do you know why I'm speaking, Bri? Because you won't let me do anything fucking else. This is a story of two top contenders on my channel, Bri and Lamyah. Lamyah has been getting cocky behind the scenes, Lily flexing pity charge and everybody. Bri's like, that's my Sasuke, and Ella's like, no, that's my Sasuke. I'm like, keep arguing, I'm gonna win to both of you. So they're actually equal where it comes to stats right now, because everybody loves Bri because of my I am Sasuke complex, and everybody fucks for L because, you know, you see that red ball over there? Keep on staring at her, you won't see a light of day. So what's been happening is L has been dominating, where it's been coming to the training sessions for nons over and over again. What we do is we have training seminars where we learn how to be a cousin Chip, as I stated in the Robin video earlier, where we take certain aspects where we try to break down the Easter egg to Lily, what was Lily the real reference behind what the writer was intending. And we start watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, and saw Lily, me and Elle are literally rolling laughing at fucking everybody. Like Lily, the episode was so sucking crack on egg in his head, and me, Tom, and fucking guitar, we laughing at that nigga. I swear, Lily, after we just got done writing the training shit, I'm telling you, it was episode on top of episode on top of episode, and she didn't miss one hit. It was hella funny. Lily, they got hella mad at her. They fucking hate Lily, how powerful she is by phone. Like, they ain't shit fucking to her. And then she always comes through with the fire. 1, 2, and 3 episodes of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Each and every one of them was banging. Lamyah didn't miss one fucking beat. That shit was hella funny. As far as literally fucking selection, Avatar's been killing it. Avatar hasn't lost one yet, unlike Becky Ball. Like, that shit is really worse than when the NRL tries to say that I don't pay attention to the lore and shit, because each and every fucking episode, not only do we see fucking Lily fucking grab her Auntie Syrup and shit, not only do we see hella gala shit going on, but we're able, like, Lily, to observe the exact thing that I was talking about in the Eco Soccer video. So, like, Lily, they tried to make fun of Elle, saying that she had no substance. Oh, Eris's light skin because she's light skin, that it, and then we end up killing each and every one of the Avatar episodes. Elle was surpassing everybody. She was passing up Bri, she was passing up Shannon, she was doing the most. Everybody was getting jealous of her. But not Bri. Bri kept her calm the entire time. Bri knows she's part of the Konoha 11, so it doesn't really disturb her. Two of the biggest presentations that we had at Funimation was the continuous, hits of the Avatar episode, and also Bri, I Am Sasuke, anything Bri in general is pretty much standard here at Funimation. Because of the roles he plays in nods, and literally one of the best presentations was Hypersonic Academy, the second update. We're trying to see what Bri's character is about. That's the other one that was pretty fire. So Bri and L are tied right now. L is the come-up kid who is having fire episodes after fire episodes, and Bri is already established. And she's pretty much the standard, so like Lily. And she is consistently the standard. Mainly because Avatar is already made and now it's being set in motion. She wasn't thinking about doing anything like Lily. She wasn't thinking about Lily coding up and stuff like that, but Lily. So, in order for me to fully go in depth into a story behind Bri and Lamyah, this is really key information. Now, first off, before I go into the subject of the video, let me establish that I am an adult and that this isn't Twisted Content. This is my girlfriend Malice, aka Malicia. A girl who I met at FanMade 2018, the one who I'm most famous for. What I was known as the school jock. I used to go to conventions. I used to do shit in high school, make you jealous. Like I would grab girls' ass. I would listen to really heavy rap and stuff like that. I would dance out of nowhere. I would do really things to let you know, like freaking that I'm a popular kid, but I was really a good person. I didn't break the law, and so that really caused confusion among my community. And it was crazy. So what happened was I saw her and Lily, and so I told her if I could take a picture. I went up and I grabbed her ass for 4 fucking minutes. Nerf and Pito is insanely pretty. So you have to understand, these nerds are seeing me galloping grabbing each and every ass cheek The main thing that they're trying to do is I'm just doing it to one of the most masculine females in anime history. And they come from also a fucking community that says that Pito is a guy, saying that if you call her a girl, you're gay. I'm like, you see how sexy she fucking is? You don't see a tail, you don't see a fur and that shit? I'm done, this is what nerds can say, because on paper she technically is a guy, but if you see a girl dressed up as Pito, do you not think she's hot? I'm done. This is how they air around every other property, playing One Piece theorist fucking faggot deals with me in the anime community. Fucking, hey, I just got done grabbing Pito. Pito's a guy. I'm like, alright. I did this stuff in the fucking perspective, and then they're stuck all day. Well, Pito is pretty hot and stuff like that, and that's your fucking problem. I used to like the fact that Haku wasn't growing out in high school and shit. But okay. She has long hair and still is wearing pink. Sorry. No, I'm no. He has a penis. Until I see Haku's penis, I'm in love for him. But anyway, these are 2 guns I own. This is my girlfriend Malice, and she really is the representation of why I had to deal with her gang, why I had to deal with her gang war. And this is our representatively let you know that I am an adult, that I am a trained professional, that I do know what I'm doing. So please, understand, I use these tools to survive, not to cause trouble. Let's get down to Spankcity. So if you don't know anything about my channel, go watch all the face videos and you'll come across a guy who I talk about in bits and pieces on my channel called Robert. Now, Robert was my next door neighbor. Robert was a dreadhead, and I used to consider Robert a hoodlum. I used to make fun of his stereotypes, saying, is this the way you raise your kids and stuff like that? And this crazy as fuck. I used to be really right. But when I went to high school and I was doing shit in school, he let me smoke weed in his backyard. And I was struggling, because I was an anime fan, trying to buy weed in school. I didn't really have money like other kids. And so he let me smoke weed in his backyard each and every day. And he actually challenged me to a dance floor. I had a whole bunch of other fun. Yo, I'm really feeling myself, but I'm actually able to express myself, but I was being selfish because if we weren't dancing, I was either playing the video game or trying to figure out a way I can dip so I can enjoy my high and playing the video game as soon as I got to the house. It was really selfish, right? And he taught me that, so that's what happened at the end of the year where he kept on letting me smoke weed in his backyard over and over again. He stole my PS3 at the end of the year, right before my fucking birthday. He stole it in March, and my birthday was next month and shit. So he stole it, and the immediate thing popped in my head. I'm like, is that the same amount of money when I was smoking weed in his backyard for all that time? And then I realized that made me I thought of that shit instantly. I'm like, that could be a case and stuff like that, because that's such a coincidence. I'm like, it was It may have not even been on purpose, but yeah, that basically wasn't meaning of that, because you have to add all that shit up. That shit makes sense. Even if that wasn't intentional, he could have just been mad. Like, nigga, you been smoking weed in my backyard for fucking this, that, and he has the right to do that. And that's perfectly reasonable. Lily. Then I got another PS3 the next month for my birthday. So Lily, I learned how Lily stop being judgmental. Like, Lily, stop hating on having a soul and stop doing this and that. Like, his position is different from my position. That doesn't mean I can't say hi and shit. And like, Lily, I learned how to be discreet over time because of those life lessons and shit. The best part about Lamyah is Lamyah was there when Robert used to clown me. Robert used to call me Sugar Boy and shit, because I used to be an avid fan, used to be hyped off fucking stacks and shit. She used to always see me get made fun of by neighborhood kids like Lily. So what happened recently, I'm glad that we got in contact with Robert. So Robert is literally training in the foundation studio right now, teaching like literally certain members how to dance, like literally how to fight in certain ways, literally using things that we used to beg, like literally, and teaching like little kids like literally how to like be a little bit more flexible with their lifestyle, and that's actually pretty cool. So what happened was, he was in a class where they were teaching everybody literally how to fight, literally how to like talk slang, like literally how to read somebody's movements and stuff like that, literally how to dance a little bit. We always have dancing like sessions in Funimation. So like literally, what happened was this, so like Lamyah was being taught this and that and like all this other shit, and so what happened was this, her eyes was to be set up on Bri, because you know like literally C comes with her problem, like her being fine comes with her problem and stuff like that, because literally she's good 9 times out of 10, but she felt entitled because the avatar shit just wasn't enough, because Bri is already, you know, the center of attention. Like literally she's fucking like, she's the one girl like Lily you can't focus on, but you wish you could fucking focus on. And every anime fan wishes Lily. She's the one thing that they can't attack, but she's the one thing they know I can't stand. Bri is like a pit bull I put in a cage. I'm like, you want to say that I'm just lame and I don't contribute to your community? I'm gonna release Bri. Like Lily, fucking Lily, that is Lily. You don't understand, Lily. There's so much shit that fucking closes their angles. It's not even fucking funny. Mamacita closes their angles to Lily, and this Lily. The funniest part about that is there's room in there. Like there's room to say that Bri is connected to the Norte gang that try to take me down because Bri's Mexican. There's so much shit like you're still fucking with our heritage and stuff. There's so much shit that they can say about Bri, and that's why I keep her a pit bull in the cage, and Mamacita I keep a loose cannon. Well, since I'm not schizophrenic anymore, and I actually do have some validation, I'm gonna actually make an award system that's actually like, you know, profitable. This person right now, since it's not an official award system, I have to say Mamacita is baby mama of the year. Do you know why? Because I'm atypical, and because of literally what she's contributed, and her backstory is really fucking funny, because literally, they can say that she was lame, like me, and shit like that, but literally, what they did was they put a half black and a half white fine-ass girl, literally, as the center of the kitchen. They made sure that they gave her atypical first to meet this racist society, and literally it was fucking hilarious, because literally fucking they tried to make fun of her, say like literally fucking it was only common sense. Kenny was at Kenny took advantage of her dyke pass. That's why only reason why Mamacita passed it up, because she was up against an idiot. She doesn't really have to compete with me while you best baby mamas and stuff like that. It's just atypical. She's still just Mamacita, and she ends up being evil, and I love it. There are 2 rules offset. Nobody spanks Mariah, and nobody spanks Mamacita. Mamacita does all the spanking. Every single nerd wants to say, Mamacita's so basic. Sorry buddy, she's fine as fuck. Everybody Lily knows that Lily C rose up and that she's responsible, but Lily she kept on saying that Lily she got this from being in a slower position. But you know what's even more fucked up? I made sure she stayed in a slower position. They're like, Eris, don't make the Kimmy excuse. Don't make the Lamyah excuse, Eris. Lily, the only reason why they end up acting like you is because you infect them. I'm like, this society is so fucked up. They only gave her atypical because she's black and right. They don't want to go on a losing side, huh? She was already in this bold position, but Lily, I put emphasis on that. I'm like, I like the way her teens look at that picture. I make sure she's gonna keep this momentum going. She's already in an evil position, but I just made her so much evil to the point with CBK freeze. It's like, Earth, you're full of shit. I'm like, anti? Right now, the spanking champion is Mamacita. Like, Lily, whenever somebody asks me a dumb question, like when Layla Lily does something stupid, like, hey, did you buy that toy from my permission? And then she picks her up and Lily takes her on the room and starts spanking the shit out of her. I'm like, who needs security to rehab Mamacita? Okay, all jokes aside, this is a really serious story, because Bri has her own defining character, you know, in fucking, not just Funimation. She's admirable, she doesn't really resort to cheap shots, she tries hard to be just like me. Like in Storm, she copies my strategy, she tries hard to be just like me. I do play Bri and Storm, I do play Layla and Storm, like their mains are Choji, Lily, Save the Six Paths, Naruto, you know, all that other shit. Like Lily, I don't feel like queering their names, but sometimes I scream with my harem, And like literally, I would literally fucking label them like literally, but that takes too much fucking time and plus I'm not getting paid. I mean, I am, but we all know what the concept of money is by now. But I can't spend it the way I want. I ain't rich. Sorry. So what ended up happening during the meetings is literally they taught them my half, fight half, black half, and everything. And so Bri was literally exhausted, like putting in work literally for Hyperstate Academy, for the voice acting crew, and literally. So literally freaking Lamyah literally went up to Bri and they were in their private, like literally they were just literally, she probably tried to play this game like, oh, I just want to like literally chill for a second and shit. And so literally she tried to literally spank her fucking Bri, literally out of nowhere. She's like, oh, hold up, literally. So Bri literally backed up, literally started literally blocking Lamyah's hands, literally left and right. Literally she was trying to be accurate that shit too, like literally she was trying to fake it, literally trying to make a distraction, literally trying to aim for a button and shit, and literally fucking Bri was going all fucking hands, literally fucking her arms were in between Lamyah's and shit, literally she was like, no hands off, literally fucking stepping to her side and shit, literally Lamyah's trying like literally trying to throw hook claws and shit, trying to grab up literally any piece he can, you know, literally, but literally they're blocking each other's arms and showing some Dragon Ball Z shit, like, oh, you're not gonna get that, you're not gonna get that, oh, you're not gonna get even close to a kitty. Karate blocking those fucking slaps left and right. Literally fucking Bri fucking blocking those fucking hands like Wonder Woman with the wrist and shit. She was more protective on that ass there, goalie. The crazy thing is Bri is literally just going with her attitude, like what the fuck's your problem? And this is that literally. Don't you have your Princess Avatar? And Lily, she's going off Lily while I taught her and showing my Lily what she knows about fighting and drill Lily, freaking like Lily. And like Lily, fucking Elle is using everything she fucking learned from that being her fucking robber, trying to use that strategy, try to get to her ass and shit. And so Lily, Bri outparted her fucking like Lily. She was fucking a half lost down there too. I don't know what the fuck happened to her, like Lily. It was fucking 2 hours of them going straight fucking hands at Lily. Elle was really determined just to get one bite in the cheek like Lily, so fucking she ducked under her arm and shit. And Bri had fucking enough because she got tired of blocking all fucking Lamyah's fucking slaps and shit. So Lamyah finally got her fucking chance to start Lily eating Bri's ass. Like Lily started slapping it over and over again for 8 hours all the way into the morning, and then Lily fucking it didn't fucking matter anymore because Lily fucking Elle didn't get the last laugh because she fucking Lily. It was crazy as fuck. It was on the defensive shit too. Lily for fucking she made Bri Lily last all fucking 3 rounds before that shit happened. She finally fucking gave up and shit. And Lily, so guess what happens now? Like Bri learned from me and Lily, when you stop where you're ahead and when you let people win on certain shit, like Lily, certain shit crumbles. So guess what happens? I have a light skinned Bri, like I have a Lily, there's one Bri, okay, so if you wanna know, there's my baby mama Brianna, there's Bri, there's Lily, there's Brianna in Vegas, Lily, there's light skinned Bri, who's Lamyah's best friend, Lily, a light skinned version of Bri, like it's a black girl with glasses, like a light skinned black girl with glasses, with a fucking ponytail and shit. Yeah, so there's that Bri, so guess what happens now, Lily, fucking Bri is like Lily fucking Lamyah's own, basically, like Bri is Lily Lamyah's best friend and second in command. So light skinned Bri Lily can come out of nowhere after Bri Lily is fully charged and shit. Bri came back Lily, not the next day, but a couple of days after, let Lamyah rid, and she finally got on top and she only slept for like 2 hours and shit. Because she already hit Lamyah with her perspective that Lily, she was already, you know, fucking killing shit and like it didn't matter. And that's what ends up happening, fucking Bri can slap Lamyah's ass, lightning Bri can come out of nowhere where sneak attack and shit, and that's exactly what happened a few days ago. That's only one example of how Bri got Lamyah back and shit, like Lily, fucking she already came back by herself and shit, like Lily fucking, she was all up in it fucking, like fucking, she lost like fucking Vegeta and she came back like fucking Goku. Bri is a fucking beast. Bri dope savage. It's horrifying though. Elle is really strong, and the race that came for her was scary. You don't know how Spanking goes off set. It's really fucking crazy. You know, Zoe 667, she goes fucking crazy. Lily, sometimes she comes up and grabs Lily out of nowhere and stuff like that. She be like, duh, you're not getting away with fucking anything. And she just fucking goes ham, like Lily, you know how fucking scary it goes, like all those fucking different tiers of fucking quality and shit like that, it's crazy. Lily, like fucking Remy BM, you know, fucking Polka Dots copy, you know, Poker, I call Poker, that's my other baby mama and shit. Lily, and Remy, like Lily, fucking like Lily, does the same thing for too long, and like Lily, fucking Poker come out of nowhere and be like, ah, and this is like, you can't keep a stick off yourself. And then out of nowhere, Mama Zika's like, do I see stuff I ain't that sure? And Lily thinks fucking. And then she follows Poker to a room with Poker and fucking Sita starts spanking fucking Remy BM at the same time. So y'all know fucking 667 and Zoe, all that. So her name is Zoe and shit, so like Lily out of nowhere, fucking Zoe gets done fucking dealing with Lily and shit, and Santa rakes up from fucking next and all of a sudden Santa starts spanking Zoe. Nah, that shit do be going down in Spankcity and Lily fucking Elle and Bri were hella ham that night and shit, but Lily, but this is the first episode of Spankcity.